Within the PerfectApps system, you can set up users, user groups and positions within the settings dashboard. You may also use system meta connections to access this type of information. Be aware that these connection types only work if the app user is authenticated in the system. The system metadata connection is always available. An account administrator does not establish it, nor can it be edited in the connections dashboard. There are 3 actions available. In this tutorial, we will look at the action for user groups. You will likely use the user groups action alongside other actions, which we will do in this tutorial. When a 360-degree appraisal app page opens, we will populate a drop-down field with all the available groups in the system. Once a group is selected, we will use the group ID as a parameter to populate a second drop-down with all of the users that are members of that group. On the Page 2 is Open event, and only if the workflow stage is appraisal, we will use a connect command to populate the user group drop-down. We've already included a conditional branch so that this behavior only triggers at the first appraisal stage. We now need to add the connect command and choose the system metadata connection. In the Actions section, there are 3 options. We will choose the user group. There are only a few parameters from which to choose. We will populate the group name as the drop-down caption and the group ID as the value. We will also check the boxes to ensure that no group is pre-selected in the drop-down. A different tutorial video covers details of how to populate a drop-down object using a connection. The next step is to populate the user drop-down based on the user group ID selection. Remember that the user group ID will be the value of the user group selected in the drop-down. Again, we choose the system metadata connection, and this time the users action. As a send parameter, we will use the user group ID, which we take from the value of the group dropdown. And for the return parameters, we will populate the name and email into the caption and value of the ratee name dropdown. Let's test the behavior by previewing the app. That concludes the demonstration on using the system meta connection and the user groups action in conjunction with the users action.